Doctor, how will I know if my breastfeeding is sufficient for my baby?
So the adequacy of breast milk can be identified by how well the baby is sleeping after breastfeeding. Usually the baby should sleep soundly for around 1 to 2 hours after feeding. And then if the baby is able to pass urine around 5 to 6 times post feeding, and there is adequate weight gain in the baby gradually.
Doctor, there is a very common myth that lactating mothers cannot take any medications. Is it true?
There are some medications that are very safe for a lactating mother, but having said that, lactating mothers should be careful that they should not take over-the-counter medications without a prescription from the doctor.
Doctor, there is a common myth that you won't make enough breast milk in the first few days. Is it true?
No, the milk you secrete in the first few days is called as colostrum or liquid gold. So it is packed with all the nutrients your baby needs. It may be small in volume, but well enough to satisfy your baby's tiny tummy full.
Doctor, there is one of the common myths that mothers should only have plain food without any spice during breastfeeding. Is it right?
Mom can have whatever she wants. There's no restriction. She can have spicy food as well.
Doctor, there is one of the most common myth that small breast doesn't produce as much milk as large breast. Is it right?
The size of the breast depends upon the quantity of fatty tissue which is contained in it. So it has nothing to do with the amount of milk produced by the breast.
Doctor, there is a common myth with young mothers that if the baby keeps crying, it probably means that the mother is not producing enough milk. Is it true?
Babies try to communicate. It doesn't mean they always cry for hunger. They too have some other reasons, such as when they feel too hot, too cold, or they just want to be held.
Doctor, there's another myth whether you should separate a newborn or mother to let the mother rest.
Yeah, baby and mother should not be separated at any time.
With modern age, with breastfeeding pumps very common, there's also a myth that baby will refuse feeding from breast if she gets a habit of drinking from pump. Is it right?
Generally, babies don't have any difficulty switching between breast and pumped milk.
One can do exercise during pregnancy and lactation. Is it true?
Exercise is safe during pregnancy and lactation. It is healthy for the mother.
Doctor, there is a common myth that you should wash your nipples before breastfeeding. Is it right?
It's not necessary to wash their nipples before breastfeeding.
If one has a twin baby, the mother will be able to breastfeed both the babies equally.
In case of twin pregnancy, the mother's milk is more than sufficient for both the babies. So we do not need any other extra milk in the form of formula milk for the babies.